Hello. Welcome to Christ-Centered Gamer's latest unboxing of the newest mice to come across our desk. These are the new mice from Be Quiet. We have both the Dark Perk Ergo and the Dark Perk Sym. The only major difference between these two is they are shaped slightly different. This one is ergonomically shaped with the tilted for the right finger, or the right side slightly, and this one is a symmetrical design. So this will be fun because these are both meant to be light mice in the 55, 56 gram weight approximately. And they also are high-end performance mice with 8,000, maximum 8,000 polling rate. So with 100 hours of battery life in 1,000 hertz mode, and the latest PixArt PAW3950 sensor. Here's the back of one of them so you can kind of get a good idea of what that looks like. And here's the front of the box. Side, top, bottom, nothing real special there. And here's the Sym model, symmetrical model. But there you go. So yeah, so these should be very similar, and I intend to review them both, letting you guys know which one I prefer. I have been really loving light mice lately. Here is the Corsair's Ultralight that I've been using, and here's the Turtle Beach light mouse as well. So these are gonna be the primary ones I'll be comparing it against, is those two. So hopefully I like what I see. So let's open it up and find out. I will say that 100 hours is a good amount of length for a light mouse. This one has right around that amount of time that it lasts. The other one lasts quite a bit longer. And I find that to be a sufficient amount of time most of the time. I charge it once or twice a week. So I use my computer a lot. And I just plug it in when I notice it needs some love, and the battery just once in a while, like about once a week, I do it. It's not bad. And so yeah, let's see what we got. All right, so we got let's go straight to the meat of it. Whoa, I don't want to pop out just yet. Okay, so here's the Ergo, and here is the Sym. Whoa, and it just fell right out. Okay, we will get to that in just a moment. But first, oh, it's upside down in the box. Huh, okay. So pop those over there. And so here we've got the two different shapes. Okay, you can see they look quite similar, certainly in the same family. So one thing I noticed, oh, okay, so this actually has a gaping hole in the bottom to make it lighter, but they don't sacrifice on, so it's got the white PTFE feet. I don't see a film to take off. Maybe there is one, maybe there isn't. It doesn't sacrifice the quality. It doesn't feel squishy or anything like that. So here's the top of the mouse. Here's the front, so you got a USB cable. Here's the gap in the bottom right there. There's quite a bit of space. Curious to see what they do with the transmitter. So there's a little button right here and then a slider, which I'm guessing is on and off. And this is the Ergo. So you can see on the side, it's got the Ergo shape. And then this is the symmetrical design. Very similar. As you can see, the same kind of bottom, same kind of front, top. This side is a little bit different, being symmetrical. It's a little bit shorter. So you can see here that the ergonomic model is probably slightly taller. It's really hard to show you, but there is a slight difference. Maybe that's obvious on camera, maybe it's not, but they're very similar. Okay, just initial thoughts on feel. This is definitely a symmetrical design. This is definitely slightly more ergonomic. Which one do I like better? I'm not sure. See, this one, the symmetrical design has more room for your fingers. So this one has this slanted design is a little bit skinnier. So you can see maybe this way you can tell that the Ergo design is skinnier on the front and maybe a little bit fatter on the bottom, kind of trying to have more for your palms. So this one being a symmetrical layout, better for claw grips and such. And then this one is not. It's more of that ergonomic look. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure what I prefer right now, but we'll have to spend some time with it and I'll let you know in the full written review. So let's see what's inside the box. We just got this guy here. That was in there holding the mouse together. Looks like we got some paperwork. There we go. Oh, it's just a box. So inside this box must be things. So let's see what things they include. Ooh, a very nice orange mouse cable. I like that cable. I'll tell you why in just a minute. And of course, here's the Dark Perk manual, which appears to be shared between the two. And what do we got here? Oh, we got some feet. So replacement feet, which is great. They don't look different than what it comes with. They look the same. Keeping these straight will be interesting, but they look identical. So they're a spare set of feet, not a different style, if that makes sense. These seem to go with the large foot design. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. And I'm going to explain why this cable and this type of layout is really, really cool. Okay, so here's the transmitter, the Be Quiet transmitter. Okay, just a little bit bigger than some of the other ones, but certainly on the small side. I like that. I like the style. The Turtle Beach is a similar style. So this is just a tiny bit taller than that. But and then it's got this really nice and small transmitter cable adapter, which I really like. I love these things. This one's got a rubber grip on the bottom so it doesn't slide. This is a very high quality transmitter holder, which I know may not sound like much, but it does matter. So that's really great. And then this cable, interesting, it's got a built-in curve right here. I'm presuming to keep the cable from dragging on the table if you have to use it. That's interesting. I'll have to try that out. And here, of course, is the cable itself. It's a very nice and flexible cable, which I love. Not all vendors do this. Turtle Beach does this. Corsair sent me a real stiff cable with their mouse. That's what it comes with. So the fact this comes with a really nice and pliable and soft is great. So I'm guessing when you plug this in, it'll just lift it off the table like so. It's a very interesting design, pretty smart. And then the Ergo one should be largely similar. So we've got the same box and probably the same cable. Yep, the same cable and probably its own set of feet, which you should not get confused. Yep, similar transmitter style with a similar style cable. I'm gonna try to keep these straight. And of course, the spare set of feet, which are going to be different. They do not match the other ones. So, oh, there's a little line right there. Is that? Oh, that's actually part of the design. Okay, all right. Yeah, so, and then that's pretty much it. The same manual as before as well. So I'm going to put this in there so I don't lose it. And try to keep the transmitters separate because they look really similar. Now, I guess one thought is, can you put the transmitter inside the mouse? Well, the answer is maybe, if you don't mind it kind of getting loose and bouncing around. Yeah, see now it's in there, but I have to shake it out. So there's no way to store it in there, unfortunately, which I think is a bummer. It would have been nice if one of these holes had a grip for this transmitter, so we could just slide it in. I mean, you can stick it in there, I guess, if you put it in a bag, and maybe it'll stay inside, but it's not like this other brand right here has a spot for the transmitter. See? Stick it in there and it just holds it in place. So that's one piece of feedback I give them for their next try. But yeah, it looks good. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess I'll plug it into this computer I'm using for the moment, just to see how the mouse feels. This is the symmetrical one. Yeah, this is the symmetrical one. We'll go ahead and flip the switch to orange, which is on instead of white. And yep, that mouse is working. Feels great. It's a mouse. So yeah, it feels great. It's performing well. So no complaints, no RGB lighting or anything like that. That would affect the battery life. There is a DPI switch in the bottom. That's right. That's what this button is. There's a DPI button setting. So I just pressed it and now it's faster. Oh, the light. Oh, there's a light right here. Oh, look at that. Now it's in purple. I press it again. Now it's in white. And that is, where'd it go? That must be crazy fast because I can't even find the thing. Yeah, that's a crazy fast setting. And I just push again and now it's on blue and that's very slow. And then green, which is probably where I'll use it most of the time. So there we go. All right, so that's pretty cool. So that seems like a really nice mouse. Pretty positive first impressions. Bummed about a lack of place to putting the transmitter, but it is a well-designed cable and transmitter holder adapter, and the orange cable looks nice, and it feels like a good mouse. And I like how this one gives you more room for your or your index or ring fingers, whereas I like how this one is a slightly better tilt. So which one I'm gonna like better, I don't know, but they're nice. So very cool. Thank you so much, Be Quiet, for sending these to us to review, and please look forward to our full written review. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless, and have a great day.